Alright, welcome back. So I'm just here on a service calls for a car repair shop, and they say it's running now, it's cool and pretty solid. They basically say it just keeps cutting off. It'll run a few hours and cut off. So check out this filter, seeing how this is a 1-inch filter for a whole air handler. Pretty sure that's what we're looking at. Oh yeah, that'll definitely do it. Matter of fact, look at that. So yeah, that's the real issue. I mean, the filter was a problem too, but that's definitely going to be the issue. As you can see, once again, showing you that it's not the P-trap, it's the actual drain itself. So I'll go and grab some. Oh wow, yeah. So yeah, this is my lightweight nitrogen setup here. All I've done was just reclaimed all the spare refrigerant out of it. You know, sometimes when it's empty, it still has the gas in there. So I just reclaimed that out of there and added nitrogen to it. Only put about 300 psi. Usually total in it. Don't go as crazy as the I don't go as crazy as the the specs that the actual big heavy duty nitrogen canisters can hold, but 300 psi is usually pretty good for trying to do light stuff. If I need more, I'll just grab the big nitrogen canister and the regulator. But yeah, it's just a lot lighter. That nitrogen canister is made of like 1/2-inch steel or something. I think is heavy. Plus this has handles on it, so it's just a lot more convenient. But yeah, just an idea. Just try to make things simpler. Like I said, might see if I can find a smaller refrigerant canister to use as well, but this works pretty well. I actually just thought of it the other week, so. Yuck. Now, would you look at that? Oh, it's gross. What we do is just try to blast this out. No back pressure. This stuff is really disgusting. I wonder what this stuff is. Yeesh. Definitely don't want that touching me either. So what I'm going to do now is grab a coupling, a gallon of water, and try to get this thing tested. Make sure it's clearing properly. Yeah, that's what you call a double issue. I thought it was just a filter. Filter's definitely very, very dirty, but wound up being the real issue was the drain. So what I'm gonna do now, probably gonna go ahead and offer them a maintenance and get this thing a good once over. Alright, so I got that reconnected here temporarily. What I'm gonna do is just clean out. Cool, just got a proper clean out here. Damn it, this stuff is getting all over it. Gross, man. Shovel it out of there. What I like to do with this too, because you never know, it could be getting up in the clogging this actual coil up as well. So probably need to. Oh yeah, a lot of that came up out of there. Let's see here. Zip this out. It's clear. I'm just going to go ahead and just make sure it can do a whole gallon without a problem. Meantime, this thing feels like it's cooling very well, but I'm just going to do some quick non-invasive test. Liquid line there, suction. Looks like they've already got me a hole here. Well, you always want to cover these holes up as well with tape. Don't just put insulation on it, because that's still going to get up in here and cause the metal to condense. So pop that in there like such. Oh yeah, just a little bit, ever so slightly too small. Go ahead and boom. Perfect. Now check it. So yeah, we got a 15-degree split. It's okay. 74-degree return dry bulb, 61-degree dew point, which is pretty high humidity. It's probably why that split's a little bit lower. It's a 64% humidity return. Supply dew point 59. Suction line temp. I'm going to take a snapshot. If I had to guess based off that suction line temperature, I'd say it probably is slightly overcharged. Don't think we have low airflow just based off the temp split. So other than that, it seems like it should be pretty good. I will put my gauges on it as well just to make sure. I'm going to capture it as it is. So we've got our outdoor suction liquid captured. I'm at indoor. We've got our indoor suction liquid captured, temperature splits. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is check our outdoor pressures. And quickly inspect this indoor unit as well. Make sure everything is good to go. Like I say, you just always want to tape this stuff up. Don't need much. Pretty weird to see just a regular PSC motor and a TAM Hyperion style air handle like this. But let's see here. .17. It's a bit low. Normally going to be a 7.5. Yep. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and replace that as well. We'll see if they want to replace it. It's got an EEV on it, electronic expansion valve. Well, the coil's clean. It's just a lot of mold and fungus and stuff. Need to get some tablets for that. Alright, coil looks pretty decent. Pretty decent. It is. I mean, everything looked good, but want to make sure it's just high on charge. You won't have any issues with airflow or anything like that. This helped to verify. That's pretty cool, actually. One thing I would probably actually just put a plastic with a rubber O-ring, because if you try to torque on this, you'll definitely cause a leak, I'm thinking. So I'm going to go ahead and probably put a regular one back on there. And a low pressure there. And yeah, you can see it's definitely overcharged, and that's why the split was so below average here, 15 degrees. We got no superheat coming back to the compressor. 16 degrees of subcooling, and this thing calls for 8. Design subcooling, 8 degrees. We're way overcharged. So that's another thing that's going to have to be addressed. Coils look gorgeous. Look very good. So yeah, as you can see, we've got, let's go ahead and clear this out too. So well, yeah, we got 20 degrees of subcooling, sorry. 0.5 superheat. So yeah, it's overcharged. We're going to have to pull some of that charge out. And last but not least, see what this capacitor is looking like. Power's off. Okay. This thing means simple enough. So we've got literally red. So we got 10, the red jumped to our 25, so that equates to a 35. And the 5, so a 40. We got it jumped there and here. So it should be 40 on our, and then we've got 5 plus 2.5, that's a 7.5 for our fan. That's our common here. So so 41.82, that's good. And we're gonna do, hey, how you doing? Pretty good, how about yourself? It should be 7.5 between common and this white. 7.4, looks good. Let's go ahead and check our inrush current. So we want to hold on to the inrush. Oh, we don't hold it, we just tap it. Sorry. Grab a 35 amps, and that's probably because it's got this here start capacitor. It's not going to be as high, not nearly as high as if you had just a regular capacitor, current capacitor. 7.2 amps. Let them know he's got to pull some of this, adjust this charge, and I think we should be good to go. Yeah, got this charge adjusted. Got about 2 pounds 13 ounces out of it. Got 10 degrees of subcooling. It calls for 8 plus or minus 3, so I think this should be comfortable. Got finally some superheat. take a look here at my trending. You can see crazy how I started off. Let's see here. There we go. Well, I can't see my full history. Let's start off around 16 degrees of subcooling, and you can see a trend down. I pulled out refrigerant. I pulled about 4 or 5 ounces out at a time, let it sit for maybe 10 minutes. You can see where I hit the sweet spot though with the superheat here. I was at 0, and then all of a sudden jumped up. I pulled I think I pulled about 8 ounces out there. I started to stabilize back off, but it's pretty cool. Take a look and see. I know our split's going to be a whole lot better. 7.9 degrees of superheat. Let me go check my temperature split. Subcooling is beautiful. Finally got some superheat back to the compressor. Suction line temperature's in range now. So, essentially, yeah, that's perfect. I'm gonna let it run a little bit longer. And like I said, we're definitely gonna get a better split. Before it was about 49 degree evaporator coil. I got about 46 degrees. That should drop down a couple more degrees. So as you can see, once I put the indoor temperatures that I had before in, which I know my supply temperature is going to be definitely colder, just because the coil temperature is down. So I would imagine the supply temperature is going to be at least 3 degrees colder. So should have an 18 degree split now. 11 degrees subcooling. I'm satisfied with that 11 degrees. It's probably got a leak, and he said he just put some refrigerant in last year, so I'm feeling pretty good about the 11 degrees subcooling. 10.7 degrees subcooling. At least we got some superheat back to the compressor. Like I say, it's 8 plus or minus 3 degrees, so. But yeah. So it was overcharged almost 3 pounds. Probably 3 pounds, honestly. We went to the rest of the 2 pounds, 13 ounces, so I'm sure that extra 3 ounces will definitely take us to our 8 degrees of subcooling. So, but yeah, just thought I'd touch base with you on that. Didn't pull my camera out for it, so I just recorded my screen and about to go replace that capacitor as well. So yeah, I got the cycrometers in now, and got about a 17.4 degree split now. It was a 15 degree split, so that correlates pretty well with our pressures. Still slightly overcharged. Superheat's kind of, I guess the TXV is hunting. It's been running for a good while, but that superheat's going up and down. Probably going between 2 to 6 degrees superheat. As you can see here, you can see it fluctuating back and forth, up and down. But before it was just rock solid at 0. It'll stabilize here shortly. But either way, pressures and temperatures are looking a whole lot better. Got 6 degrees superheat, 17.4 degree subcool temp split, 57 degree supply temp. So like I said before, the evaporator was 49 degrees, now it's 46. So that 3 degree difference gave us a 2 degrees drop. So I mean, the warmer that coil is due to high saturation temperatures, the more you flood the evaporator coil, the higher the saturation temperature is going to be, hence the lower your split's going to be. So we're looking at almost 18 degree split now. So, but other than that, it's good to go. This is, I'd say this is system's running really strong. Yeah, that's just the importance of not just essentially fixing one problem and leaving. You want to inspect the whole system. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. It's just a quick one. A quick little drain clear, but wound up being a couple more tickets for the day. So all right, Hope this helped. Hope this was informative for you, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.